If artificial intelligence is not going to take over the world like in the movies, then what is the real danger? That question may sound simple, but it carries deep complexity. The risk was never armies of conscious machines rebelling against humanity. The risk is far more invisible, far more human, and precisely because of that, far more realistic. The real danger of artificial intelligence is not robotic. It is not cinematic. It is structural. It is social. It is psychological. It is economic. It is political. Artificial intelligence does not need intentions of its own to reshape the world. It does not need to desire power in order to concentrate power. It simply amplifies the capabilities of those who already possess influence. And whenever technology amplifies human capability, it also amplifies human intention, both constructive and destructive. Throughout history, every major technological leap has redefined power structures. Writing allowed empires to organize and expand. The printing press accelerated ideological revolutions. Radio and television shaped national opinion. The Internet created a global communication network operating in real time. Artificial intelligence is now doing something even more sophisticated. It is automating prediction, influence, and decision-making at scale. Today, algorithms can predict behavior with remarkable statistical precision. They analyze how long you look at a piece of content. They measure emotional reactions through engagement patterns. They identify which topics trigger fear, excitement, anger, or trust. They continuously learn from billions of human interactions. When behavioral patterns are understood, behavior can be guided. This is not science fiction. It is recommendation systems, targeted advertising, automated moderation, predictive analytics, and large-scale behavioral modeling already operating globally. The danger is not the machine choosing to manipulate. The machine does not choose. The danger arises when corporations, political groups, or governments use automated systems to influence collective behavior at massive scale. Imagine technology capable of mapping societal fears with statistical clarity. Imagine that same technology being used to reinforce specific narratives. Imagine political campaigns adjusted in real time based on emotional feedback data. Imagine misinformation personalized to different demographic groups, targeting cognitive vulnerabilities. When the boundary between reality and fabrication becomes blurred, social trust begins to erode, and trust is the invisible foundation of any stable society. Without trust in information, polarization increases. Without trust in institutions, radicalization grows. Without shared understanding of truth, fragmentation deepens. Artificial intelligence does not create fragmentation by itself, but it can accelerate it. Another critical dimension is the concentration of computational power. Advanced artificial intelligence systems require expensive infrastructure, massive datasets, and high energy consumption. This means that only a limited number of corporations and governments truly possess the capability to develop and deploy cutting-edge systems. When technological power aligns with economic power, influence multiplies. The larger the concentration, the smaller the transparency. Who defines ethical boundaries for these systems? Who decides what data is acceptable? Who ensures that automated decisions do not reinforce existing biases? Who audits algorithms that shape millions of daily experiences? Many advanced systems operate as black boxes. They produce complex outcomes, yet even experts cannot always fully explain every internal mechanism. This opacity creates informational asymmetry. Systems know a great deal about individuals. Individuals know very little about systems. Where asymmetry exists, vulnerability follows. There is also a profound economic transformation underway. Unlike the Industrial Revolution, which primarily replaced physical labor, artificial intelligence increasingly automates cognitive tasks. Writing, data analysis, customer support, image creation, translation, legal drafting, basic programming, financial forecasting. This does not signal the end of human work, but it does signal a redefinition of what skilled labor means. Entire professions are being reshaped. Some roles will disappear. New roles will emerge. But transitions at this scale rarely occur without turbulence. The question is not whether change will happen. The question is whether societies are prepared to manage that change responsibly. Another under-discussed risk is accelerated inequality. Individuals and companies who integrate artificial intelligence effectively can dramatically increase productivity. Organizations with data dominance gain strategic advantages. Countries investing heavily in artificial intelligence may widen technological gaps. Technology does not invent inequality from nothing, but it can intensify structural disparities. There is also a deeper psychological dimension: cognitive dependence. As systems become more efficient, we begin delegating not only repetitive tasks but also judgment and evaluation. If algorithms recommend what we read, watch, buy, learn, and even who we connect with, our worldview may gradually become filtered through invisible systems. This does not eliminate free will, but it shapes perception subtly. Artificial intelligence does not force people to stop thinking, but it can make passive consumption extremely comfortable. Critical thinking is like a muscle. If it is not exercised, it weakens. Speed is another factor. Automated systems operate continuously. They learn in real time. They adapt strategies based on data streams beyond human-scale comprehension. Decisions that affect credit scoring, employment screening, content visibility, and reputation can now be influenced by automated processes. When automated decisions affect millions within seconds, accountability becomes complicated. If an algorithm denies someone a loan unfairly, who is responsible? The developer, the company, the dataset, the model architecture. Responsibility becomes diffuse. Artificial intelligence increases efficiency, but it also complicates responsibility. Yet clarity is essential. Artificial intelligence is not a conscious villain. It does not design domination strategies. It does not possess moral awareness. It executes instructions and learns from patterns. It is an amplification system. It amplifies productivity. It amplifies influence. It amplifies impact. Amplification magnifies consequences. Used responsibly, artificial intelligence can enhance medical diagnostics, optimize renewable energy grids, predict natural disasters, personalize education, and accelerate scientific discovery. Used irresponsibly, it can intensify misinformation, consolidate excessive power, deepen polarization, and reduce collective autonomy. The real danger is not technological in nature. It is human behavior magnified by technological scale. The central question is not whether artificial intelligence is dangerous. The real question is whether our collective ethical maturity is evolving at the same speed as our technological capability. Because in the end, the future of artificial intelligence will not be determined by code alone. It will be shaped by regulation, public policy, corporate governance, digital literacy, and societal awareness. Perhaps the greatest risk is not machines becoming powerful. Perhaps the greatest risk is humanity not being prepared to handle its own amplified power. The machine does not decide the future. Human choices do. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.